YouTube, what's going on, boys? How we doing, man? Much love, man. You know, I haven't really made too many videos the last few days. I've been trying to push through, you guys. I've been really trying to make some videos for you guys because I've been kind of going through a transition phase. You know what I'm saying? Transition phase with my job. You know, I quit my job and I just started another job. I actually just got off the first shift of my new job and it went absolutely amazing, you guys. It went super good, so super grateful, super happy to have a new job and to have all that stress, you know, wiped away, you know. So I was kind of going through a little period there, you know, a couple days of just feeling a little bit, you know, it was like the unknown, you know. I didn't know what was going to happen, but now I feel a lot more grateful. So got a video for you guys today, bro. Got something in my throat. Guys, the topic for this video, man, is going to be about manifesting things, all right? And why we manifest, what I say is 10 times faster on semen retention, on a semen retention streak. Why we start to see things happening, why we really start to see results, you know what I'm saying? Mental health, spiritual health, physical health, you know, our every area of our life improves, but then we also start to see results as far as you guys, if you start to write down your goals or you start to think of different things that you want to do, you know, with your life, semen retention is going to help you manifest things into your life. Abundance, bro. Opportunities, new friends, new people. Talk about this a lot, but obviously females as well. But like I said in the last couple of videos, you got to be very careful with that aspect because, you know, females can knock you off this journey just like that, bro. So, gonna be manifesting things a lot faster. All right, guys, let's just get right into it. You feel me? So, we start to manifest things, as I say, 10 times faster on semen retention. Let's get into it, guys. So manifest 10 times faster, you guys. Why does this happen, right? So the first point that I have, you guys, is that if you start to retain, you have higher testosterone in your body, and that equals more energy, right? You guys start to retain, you start to go on a little streak. You guys, that testosterone is flowing and absorbing into your bloodstream, absorbing everywhere, you guys, into your muscles. If you guys are going to the gym, you know, you're going to start to see gains a lot faster. All this testosterone is going to be getting you feeling good. You know, you're going to have confidence. You're going to have more energy, literally more energy to do things throughout the day. You know, I remember when I first started, you know, going on a streak, I was working like 15-hour days, and it was like nothing, you know. It felt like nothing, you know. I was working back to back, 15-hour shifts and stuff like that, and I'd only sleep for a few hours, you know, and I'd be okay. You know, now I like to prioritize my sleep a little bit better, but it's almost like sometimes you don't even need too much sleep, you know, when you're on an SR streak. You know, that testosterone is flowing and it gets you into a whole nother gear, you guys. Like, you access a whole new gear, and it's going to give you more energy to literally physically do more things. You know, you're going to be able to, you know, have more energy. You're going to physically be able to put in more work, right? So if you have yourself focused in on something that you want to accomplish, you're going to have more energy, you know, than your old self, right? So super important. That's the first reason that I have for this, all right? More energy. The second thing I have, you guys, is tunnel vision, all right? That tunnel vision that we get, you know, on semen retention, this started happening for me after like maybe 2 weeks, 30 days, to where I really started to just, that laser vision, right? To where you can just focus in on whatever it is, you know, that you're trying to do, you know. You get a goal and you just attack it. You know, that's my experience on semen retention. And it gets ridiculous after, I would say after like 2 weeks to a month is when it really starts to kick in, you know, and then it just keeps going up, and it's almost like anything that you want to get done, you guys, you just attack it. You know, you have that tunnel vision and you just are more focused, you know, than the previous version of yourself, you know. So you combine those two things, that alone, you have higher energy, so you can do things longer, and then you have more focus. So it's like, just think about those two things alone. You know, I got 3 more points that are going to help us manifest. But those 2 things alone are going to get you in a good spot. All right, guys. More energy, hyper focus. All right, guys. The next thing is huge. All right, this is what I noticed. This is a super, super cool benefit of going on SR. Your creative thinking, bro. Creative thinking goes up. Your creative juices, man. I'm telling you, this journey is something that will really help. If you have a creative mind and you like to create things like I do, I have like a very artistic mind, and I like to create things. As you guys can see, you know, I make all the thumbnails for my videos, different little artwork. Like, I can just do that stuff in my sleep. I really like to do that stuff. I've always liked to doodle and draw and things like that. And that's just my personality. So I've noticed on SR that it just goes through the roof, you know. And you're gonna start having creative ideas, you know, like you're gonna maybe start to maybe you're gonna want to start making content like this yourself, making videos, make a YouTube channel, make a podcast, start a business, start making music, making art, all different things. You know, it could be a laundry list of different things that you could do. But what you're gonna notice, you guys, is that you're gonna have creative juices flowing like a motherfucker. All right. It's because of that next point that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to just get right into it. The reason why this happens, you guys, you're creative, is because you're transmuting all of that sexual energy. All right? You know, you're so used to living that lifestyle of beating your meat and loading up the sites, you know, on a daily basis. That's energy that you're expelling from your body, you know, when you're doing that all the time. So, you guys, if you retain, you're holding that in. All that energy that you used to waste, you know, you just give out and just freely, you know, bust it out into, you know, wherever outside of your body, so your body couldn't enhance, you know, feel enhanced and have benefits and do certain things. So all that energy, you guys, is going to be transmuted into other things. So all that energy that you use to maybe, you know, go clap some cheeks or go beat your meat, you know what I'm saying, you guys? It's going to be going into other things. It's going to be going into, you know, your motivation at your work, connecting with other people, creative things, like I said, all that stuff. Videos, podcasts, that's what I like to do. Making music, start a business. It could be anything, bro. But it's because you're transmuting the energy. You're transmuting that sexual energy. You're holding it within. So you need to go and transmute it into other areas. You know, sometimes it gets so intense that you need to, like, literally physically go to the gym and move your body, you know, because your energy is moving around and it feels like you're going to explode, you know. That's my experience. So a lot of the times I got to get on my bike. I'll just go bike, whether I go to the grocery store or I go to the gym, and I'll just bike as fast as I can just to calm my body down, because there's a lot of energy inside that needs to get transmuted. So you guys, all that energy is going to be going towards creative things, and it's going to go to your brain, and you're going to start thinking of new things that you want to do. You feel me? So you're going to manifest things 10 times faster because you're creating all these new ideas, you know, that your old self didn't have. You know, you're just in your sleep, you're coming up with all these new ideas, and it could be anything, man. You know, I've heard a lot of people starting new businesses, tons of just new ventures that just came up out of the blue. Like, for me, I didn't make YouTube videos before I went on SR. Didn't make the podcast, and now I'm super passionate about both of these things. You know, it's all because of this, and it's all because I've been manifesting things at a very fast pace. All right, guys? And the last point that I have is huge, bro. Is because God and the universe is now helping you, all right? You start to retain, you guys, you're pleasing God, you're pleasing the universe. You know, you're doing something that pleases God. So he's now going to bless you with abundance, and he's going to help you. Along with these things right here, God's also going to help you with his own supernatural, you know, push. He's going to help you to essentially accomplish all the things that you want to accomplish. You know what I mean? So now you got God on your side, bro. You got a list of all these crazy things that are going to help you manifest things 10 times faster, man. You know, God's got your back. The universe has got your back. You know, you're a very hard force to be stopped, you know, on a semen retention streak. And if you have yourself dialed in and, you know, you're thinking of things, you guys, I would really suggest that you write down your goals, you know, start thinking about what you want to do in life. Start asking God. I say this a lot to you guys. Start asking God what your mission is, you know, what he wants you to do, right? Start asking God for your mission from God and the Holy Spirit, you know, and then it's going to manifest 10 times faster than it would for your previous self, you know, without doing all these things. So, you know, it's a crazy phenomenon, you guys. You know, I see so many people, I talk to so many people that their life just absolutely blew up because they went on SR. You know, it can change your life. It can change, you know, everything. You can literally become super rich and wealthy and everything, bro. You know, build an amazing life just beginning from retaining and tapping in with God. You know what I'm saying? And then doing the next right thing. You know, just doing, if you do those things, your life could blow up very, very fast, you know. Manifest things very, very fast because it's a serious pathway, bro. This is a very serious pathway if you start doing these things. All right, guys. So that's my video for you guys, man. Manifesting things 10 times faster on semen retention. Hopefully you guys got something out of this, bro. Hopefully you guys liked the video. And I'm going to hit the hay, man. Had my first day at work today, like I told you guys. It was a blast. I'm feeling grateful and just happy to be able to get back on here and make another video for you guys, man. So hopefully you guys got something out of this, bro. Comments, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you guys got something out of this, let me know. We can chop it up. All right, boys. Much love, and hope you guys are staying strong, enjoying your journey, and I'll see you guys next time, bro. Peace.